And welcome back to the channel on this Sunday morning. Not the best of mornings really, but it's okay. We long for these sort of days, I suppose, looking out the window every day and looking at the weather forecast throughout the winter months, praying for anything over 10 degrees. Well, today it's 19 degrees. It's going to have a bit of rain, but we might just dodge the showers. It's a bit overcast, but it's dry, and it is 19 degrees, so at the end of the day, it's fine. So we're going to go on the bike today. It's been a busy week for me. Back to work and all the usual September stuff. Kids are back to school. I mean, it's like a light switch with my business. I'm in the auto trimming business, and like many businesses, I think we do go a bit quiet in the summer months, especially August, because that's why I have most of August off. I just like to go on my bike somewhere in Europe or go on holiday. So I tend to not work as much in August if I can, and then book everything for later on in the year. But this year has been really weird. It's like a switch, businesses. As soon as the kids go back to school, it's like a switch on business. The emails start flooding in, the phone starts ringing. But this year already I'm booked up till sort of end of October. It's phenomenal this year. So anyway, it's a bit of a sort of last minute thing today, but I wanted to sort of get another video out because I know that during the summer months we have a lot of activities, bike festivals, and I've only just started this channel, but I really would like to try and keep this going through winter and come out the other side, because there's a lot of biking to be done in the winter, and you can still have nice crisp autumn mornings, if the sun's out on a Sunday morning, blasting through the countryside on the Bonneville, ripping those golden leaves up. Incidentally, I went to where was it? NC500 a couple of years ago, and it was autumn, and the beautiful, majestic colours that it was offering me, such lovely golden browns and oranges and yellows. It was absolutely beautiful. There was no midges, and there was no tourists. So if you ever fancy doing the NC500, autumn is a very good time. So yeah, we're just blasting through the countryside of Derbyshire here. We are going to a place called Carsington Reservoir. It's sort of local to me. It's about 15 minutes ride, something like that. So I thought I'd get my son on the back. You can't tell he's on here, but yeah, he's on the back. We're going for a Sunday blast, just me and him. We're going to grab a coffee and see what happens, really. It's just a Sunday bimble, switch the cameras on, let's see where we go. Now, Carsington Reservoir is, as it says on the tin, it's a reservoir. It was built about 1992, and it was actually a dam. They built a dam and flooded a whole valley. Now, we've had a really, really hot summer and dry. In fact, the local pond in the middle of our village has dried up. It's unbelievable. So I'm dreading to see what the reservoir's like. You've probably seen it on some of my videos as I'm going past. I might have pointed it out in the background and places like that. But it's a beautiful place, and usually it's full of water. And I'm not expecting it to be very high tide sort of today. There's a lot of activities: fishing, boating, kayaking, all the usual sort of things. And it's sort of like a nature reserve as well, and one of them sort of places. So we'll take you around. It's nothing exciting, and I'm not trying to big this video up, but it's about the Bonneville. It's about getting out. It's about being on it, because it's that time of season. And for me, I do try and put a bit of this channel towards men's mental health at the age of 50. And this is one of the reasons I'm getting out today, because this week's been a bit, you come back off your holiday, you're starting to work again. It's what we look forward to now, apart from the dark, miserable, gloomy winter nights. Now, for all my UK and Australian subscribers, in the UK, it's a pretty dismal time. It really is. We sort of look out the window every week. We look at the weather. Can we get out today? Oh, it's not just a case of you know, it's only a bit of rain, it's like, it can be like ice particles blasting in your face. It's not nice. But this year, this is my second year back into sort of adult biking, because I used to do it when I was younger, and this is my second year where I feel like I'm a mature biker, and I have upgraded my sort of weather gear and warmth and layers and understand it more. You know, when you're younger, it's a case of get to work on a bike and go through the snow, sleet, and you just did that. But as an older man, it's like most of us, it's a Sunday sort of toy. Now, I've done 5,000 miles on this bike since I bought it brand new in January. Now, that's a lot of miles, considering I've done 8,000 miles on my other bike. But you know what? I'm one of these bikers where, if the sun's out or anything, I'll use the bike rather than the car for plenty of reasons. It's cheaper. You can, you know, I do live in the countryside, but I do have to go through the middle of Derby quite a bit, which is 10 miles south. So I will take the bike, any bike, because the traffic mounts up. If I want to go to the gym or some shops or anything like that, or even the hospital or anything, I will take a bike. It's so much more quicker, and you know, I've got these bikes, I want to use them. I'm not just going to buy these bikes to sit and look at. And this goes for the winter thing. I've seen so many people on social media recently, I'm putting my bike away for the winter. You know, yeah, I get that, but you don't really have to. Bikes today are more than capable of handling a bit of water. You just hose them off, or yeah, the salt's a bit of an issue, I get that. And I must admit, and I do, hand on heart, I think my bike at the end of October doesn't come out till the end of January. And it's not because I've hung my keys up or my helmet, it's because the weather is just atrocious. So I do have another bike, like I say, I have the Triumph Tiger, and that is built for sort of, and that's not my love, this is my love, this Bonneville. My Tiger is the one that is designed for all weathers, and I will use it if it's dry. And I've noticed a massive difference on my fuel consumption by not using my car, so it's happy days really. So yeah, today I am going to be going to Carsington Reservoir. We're going to have a bit of a mooch around, a bit of a walk around and show you what's there. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it, but it's one of them places, it's a day out place. So let's get there and let's see what the crack is. So this is an absolute outrage, and it's absolutely miffed me off today, because last time I came here, motorcycles are allowed to park for free. Here we have a dedicated bike space. And there's only 3 here anyway. So this is ridiculous. This is Derbyshire County Council are now paying £2 to pay for your motorcycle parking. This is not what this is another reason, right, that people aren't going out buying motorbikes like they used to, because motorcycling is supposed to be about freedom. And again, we're penalised for having a bike. I know cars have to pay, but this is a huge, you know what I'm saying, guys. Not impressed with that. So That has really miffed me off, that has. But anyway, we're going to go in this place now. It's owned by Severn Trent, and it's actually Carsington Reservoir. And it is pretty empty at the minute. So we've obviously had a bit of a good summer. So let's go in, let's just have a look around. So, here we are. Carsington Reservoir. Built in 1989 and flooded in 1991. Now that is an indication of how little rain we've had this summer. On the far side there's a wall, and that's actually the dam, because right down below this is an old village and it was flooded, obviously. But you can see the boats. If you can just see the boats over there, they're obviously not really going to get very far because there's no water. I've never seen it like this. As far as aquatic life goes, there's rainbow trout, brown trout, so it's rich on water sports, fishing, everything like that really. So yeah, it's very, very low at the moment, very low. And the water goes all the way up to that wall over there, and you can see where the water tide mark is. Incredible. We need some rain. We need some. So it's all right for us bikers to want all this fine weather, which is great, but this is what happens. It's virtually empty. It's unbelievable. I'm actually gobsmacked. I live quite close to this, so I see it quite regular. I'm probably on some of my bike trips, you've seen it in the distance when we're going. So here's what it is. So you can even see on the picture here, look, how it's supposed to be. So this is just telling you basically what it's all about. The stone islands, which I'll show you shortly, are situated over there. It's just like a little monument, something that you can walk up to really. Designed in 1991 by landscape architect Lewis Knight, it says here. Yeah, this just tells you about the stone island, because there's actually an island there, I don't know if you can see it in the distance, where today it's not actually an island because it's like somebody's pulled the plug out. Incredible. So let's go and take a walk down here to the island. And over here we have some paddle boarders. So everybody's getting out doing the thing still, but you can see here it's like a desert, it's barren. So this looks like it's made out of an old tree stump, as they do. So here we have the stone monuments. So where we are now, at the stone monuments, which is Stone Island, this part. And like I said, it's not much of an island at the moment because it's not flooded. It's designed and built in 1991 and opened when the reservoir was actually flooded. So that's what Severn Trent Water has to offer you for coming here. There's a bit of a shopping centre here. There's a few things. It's a nice walk, that kind of place, you know what I mean? Where you can bring your kids, you know, which I've been there and done that, by the way. I ain't doing it again. So these stones are actually placed, each one giving you a different view of the reservoir. But now, as you can see, you're not going to see any views because it's completely overgrown. Which isn't a bad thing really, because it's a beautiful place, and obviously from when it was built 35 years ago now. So it was actually a village that was dammed and then flooded. Yeah, it's a nice place to walk, bring the kids, have a cup of coffee, come out for a day on the bike. You can actually cycle all the way around here. It's about 8 miles. And on a nice summer day, it's and the water's up and everything like that. It's quite nice. It's a shame really we can't see much water life, because my whole purpose of coming here was to show you lots of the water features, but maybe we'll come back when it's filled. But then again, we're not going to be coming back on a bike in winter probably, so catch-22 situation. So what we're going to do now is going to have a bit of a walk down here. There's sort of a centre where you can just have a coffee, that sort of thing really. So come on, let's go grab a coffee. So here we are in a bit of the foyer bit now, where there's a few shops here, grab a coffee, that sort of thing. Probably the best that Severn Trent Water can offer us for all our water bills. Interestingly, this is normally, it's got water coming around all the way around it, but even that's not on, because there just simply is no water. It's like someone's pulled the plug out. So we're just going into the visitor centre now. So this part here is explaining about water. Now, the one thing that's just made me realise is 350 million years ago, water was dinosaur pee. Now, it made me think, water never actually disappears. It evaporates and then comes back down continuously, year in, year out, for millions of years. So the water was actually dinosaur pee 350 million years ago. That's an interesting fact. So here we are, time for a nice bit of coffee. My lad's got a sausage roll, so just chilling out 5 minutes. The sun's come out now. We do like a bit of sun in this country, and we're not going to have many more weekends like it. It does lift your mood though, the sun. We didn't even plan to make this video today, like a lot of my videos. We just pick up the Bonneville keys and the camera gear, and we just go somewhere. And this is local to me, really. So, yeah, I thought I'd make a video about a reservoir with no water in it. I mean, I'm trying, guys. I know I'm new to this video vlogging, but I need a bit of a break on this one. I mean, so now the mood's sort of changing really in life. It's the summer period's over, the biking season. They say it's coming to an end, and we all say we're going to ride through winter, but we don't, do we? Because it comes the end of October, and it's just too wet and dark and boring and miserable, and we're all strapped to our armchairs looking at YouTube videos. Oh my God, it's all coming. So, yeah, today, I'm not going to moan that it's a bit cloudy and a bit grey, because there is a bit of sun, and it's 19 degrees, because in the depths of winter, we are wishing and looking at the weather forecast every day, just hoping that it's above 10 degrees and we've got some dry weather. Because in this country, the UK, we do get a lot of crap and salt on the roads and knackers all your bike up and everything like that. I have got some of this spray that I'm going to spray on the bike and give it a good winter coat. But yeah, it's coming, and we know what's coming. It's like, oh, so we're just trying to get most of our biking done now. So as far as getting back to work goes, I mean, I've just had a month off going around Europe. Yeah, I can't get back into work at the minute. Feel a bit low mood really when it comes to, I just don't feel enthusiastic about work or anything really. I just need a kick up the arse, I really do. So I hope you've enjoyed this short video on a bit of a blast and a few hours out on the Bonneville. If you do like it, please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. And hopefully we'll be bringing you more content. I am going to be bringing a lot of content throughout winter. We're going to get out as much as we can and we're going to do different things. So, yeah, I'll see you in the next one.